Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Wrestling veterans Adam Pearce and Eric Bischoff recently took to social media to comment on the death of former WWE and WCW star Steve "Mongo" McMichael. He passed away on April 23, 2025 at the age of 67. The Professional Football Hall of Famer was dealing with a disease known as ALS for many years, and he passed away after being transferred to hospice care on Wednesday this week. During his wrestling career, he held the WCW United States Championship and was even a member of the Four Horsemen. WWE General Manager Adam Pearce recently paid tribute to Mongo McMichael on X. He wrote, Eric Bischoff responded to Ric Flair's heartfelt tweet and wrote that Steve "Mongo" McMichael was the toughest man he's ever met. Israel Lutit is an award-winning writer with over 15 years of extensive knowledge about professional wrestling. He has been a featured contributor at Sportskeeda since 2018. He is committed to writing articles that you, the reader, will enjoy and find informative. Adam Pearce and Eric Bischoff react after wrestling legend Steve "Mongo" McMichael dies at age 67. The wrestling world is mourning the loss of one of its most unique and beloved figures, Steve "Mongo" McMichael, who passed away at the age of 67. The former NFL star and WCW icon, known for his toughness, charisma, and larger-than-life presence, left behind a legacy that spans both professional football and sports entertainment. As tributes flood social media, two notable wrestling figures, WWE official Adam Pearce and legendary WCW executive Eric Bischoff, have spoken out, honoring Mongo's enduring legacy and sharing emotional reflections on the man behind the legend. Adam Pearce, Mongo was one of a kind. WWE executive and on-screen authority figure Adam Pearce took to social media shortly after news broke of McMichael's death. In a heartfelt post, Pearce shared a photo of McMichael in his WCW days, accompanied by a touching message. Wrestling lost an unforgettable personality today. Steve "Mongo" McMichael wasn't just a performer, he was a force. Whether in the ring or on the mic, he brought an energy that couldn't be replicated. Rest in peace, Mongo. You were truly one of a kind. Pearce later elaborated during an interview on WWE's The Bump, where he praised McMichael's passion for professional wrestling and recalled meeting him at a charity event years ago. What stood out to me most was how genuine he was, Pearce said. You hear stories about how some guys carry their characters with them when the cameras are off, but with Steve, there wasn't a divide. He was Mongo 24/7, but he also had a heart of gold. You could see how much he cared for the fans, for his peers, and for his family. Pearce also touched on McMichael's transition from NFL superstar to professional wrestler, one that many doubted at first, but McMichael embraced with his signature confidence and humor. It's not easy crossing over from the gridiron to the squared circle, but Mongo made it his own. He wasn't trying to be the next anyone. He was just himself, and fans respected that. Eric Bischoff, he lived life on his terms. Perhaps no one in the wrestling industry was closer to Mongo McMichael during his wrestling heyday than Eric Bischoff. As executive producer and later president of WCW during the 1990s, Bischoff played a key role in McMichael's wrestling career. In a special tribute episode of his podcast, 83 Weeks, Bischoff spent over an hour reflecting on the legacy of a man he described as a warrior in every sense of the word. I'm gutted, Bischoff said. Steve was a guy who lived life on his terms. From the moment he walked into WCW, he brought this raw intensity that lit up every room and every arena. He didn't have the polish of a traditional wrestler, but he had something better: authenticity. Bischoff shared several personal anecdotes, including Mongo's unwavering loyalty and courage, even in the face of adversity. He referenced McMichael's battle with ALS, a neurodegenerative disease that ultimately claimed his life, as a true testament to the man's fighting spirit. If there was ever a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances, it was Steve. ALS may have taken a physical toll, but it never stole his spirit. He fought with dignity, with courage, and with love for those around him. He inspired everyone who saw him, even in his weakest moments. Bischoff also emphasized McMichael's importance in the formation of the iconic Four Horsemen stable in WCW. Though Mongo joined later in the faction's history, his impact was undeniable. People remember Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, but Mongo brought something new to the Horsemen. He gave us that blue-collar grit, that real-life credibility. He may not have had 20 years of wrestling experience, but fans believed in him, because he believed in himself. A dual-sport legend. Before he stepped into a wrestling ring, McMichael made a name for himself as a ferocious defensive tackle in the NFL. He played the majority of his career with the Chicago Bears, where he became a Super Bowl champion, and was widely regarded as one of the toughest players in the league. His persona as an enforcer translated perfectly into professional wrestling, where he continued to entertain fans with his wild promos, hard-hitting style, and unmistakable charisma. Many current and former athletes have paid tribute to McMichael, noting that few have successfully made the leap from the NFL to professional wrestling the way he did. He wasn't just a guest star, he was a mainstay of WCW programming during one of its most successful eras. An unforgettable presence. What made Steve McMichael truly special was his unapologetic authenticity. He wasn't the most technically sound wrestler. He wasn't the flashiest talker. But everything he did with conviction. Whether on commentary or in a match, Mongo was unpredictable. And that's what made him must-see TV. His long-standing battle with ALS, which he publicly revealed in 2021, brought out an entirely new wave of support from fans, fellow wrestlers, and sports figures alike. The wrestling community rallied around him, raising awareness and funds to help support his care and his family. A final farewell. As the industry grieves this monumental loss, both Adam Pearce and Eric Bischoff agree on one thing. Steve Mongo McMichael's legacy will live on, not just through highlight reels or Hall of Fame speeches, but through the lives he touched along the way. Mongo had the heart of a lion, Pearce said in closing. He never backed down, never gave up, and never stopped entertaining us. That's the kind of legacy that never fades.